Hello, this is Professor Stephen Neshaba at University of Puget Sound, and I'm here to help you out with creating a histogram from, in this case, some temperature data from Barrow, Alaska. And the way it's going to work here is if you've already got this set up and imported the data from the NOAA website, then you're looking at something like this, and the K column here is what has the temperatures in it. And so we'll just do some kind of preliminary analysis on this. For example, I'd like to know what's the minimum temperature in that record. So to do that, I need to say equals min and open parentheses there, and then I just click on that whole column, and it tells me that the minimum temperature in Barrow in 1988 in January was minus 40 degrees. What about the maximum temperature? Well, I can do the same thing here, and the maximum temperature was minus 8.7. So that kind of tells me where I need to make the histogram. I should start off somewhere below minus 39.9, so I think I'll just start off at minus 50. And I'm going to go by 5-degree intervals, so that would make this next one minus 45. And if you lasso both of those then and drag down below it, then it will just do it in the same increments as before. So that's taking me from minus 50 up to minus 5 in 5-degree intervals. So that's going to be the x-axis basically on our histogram. Next thing what we want to do is go and make the histogram. Now, it might be that in your version of Excel you don't already have the histogram making capability, so you go to Tools and this Excel add-ins, and if this analysis tool pack wasn't clicked, then you would clicked it, and then it would have enabled it, but that was already done for me. So now I just need to go back to Tools here, and this thing called Data Analysis, which you could also do over here, and Data Analysis. And one of the items among many is a histogram, so that's what I'm going to choose. Now I'm in this histogram window, and the input range is the data that we have, which I'm just going to choose as the whole K column. The bin range, I'm just going to say, well, what I really want is all these guys here. Okay. And you want to make sure that you click on this thing called Chart Output so that it will actually make the histogram for you. And I think we're good to go on that, so I'm going to say OK. So it opened up a new sheet for me, and it created this histogram, and here we go. One final thing is that for what you're going to do is actually copy this and paste it into a Word document, but the conventions on figures is that we don't have a title, so I'm not going to put that in. We only have one item here, so we don't need a legend. And this bin, well, that's not quite as descriptive as I want. I want this to be called temperature in degrees Celsius. So that looks pretty good there. And well, as you can see, this histogram peaks at minus 20 degrees and so on. So there's a probability distribution for Barrow, Alaska in January 1988 in degrees Celsius.